With Organization Portal, you can create an online presence for your business and manage it on the go, be it political, non-governmental, civic organization, business owner, social institutions, and so on. There's room for everyone. You can do more with Organization Portal, from adding team members to creating campaigns, posts, debates, and much more. Get started by downloading Veegil app or visit veegil.com. Veegil, increasing your social political influence.
Good day, everyone. Welcome again to our elections coverage. I am Jimmy Samuel, and with me today is Ms. Samuel Iyola.
I'm Samuel Iyola. I'm happy to be here once again.
It's a great pleasure having you here with us today. So I'm actually delighted to look further into this supplementary election for Adamawa and Kebbi states. And we know what the circumstances that led to the cancellation of the first election. And so we want to review some of these issues, and then we'll later on observe the incidents report that has happened today. As today, the election is ongoing, and so we'll look into some of the issues. But to start with, first, it is good for us to understand the situations and the circumstances that led to cancellation of the first election result. And among one of the issues is, first, I would want us to look to the disparities in the parties. Actually, we have PDP and APC, that is the All Progressive and the Democratic Party. They have been the major parties, the dominant parties, and there has been the election has been, let me say, a close contest between these two parties. So first, looking at Adamawa State election, the first issue we had is sorry.
You mean like overvoting?
Yeah, the overvoting. I want us to look at the situation of the law regarding overvoting. You know, this overvoting actually is common, and it happened in the presidential election. It's also resurfaced in the gubernatorial election. But the height at which it was, let me say, it was facilitated in the state governor was excessively high. And I feel that was what motivated INEC to cancel the election result. So if we should look fully into the case of overvoting, election overvoting, we understand that the position of the law states, according to the Electoral Act of 2022, that in a particular polling unit, you understand, if the number of voters, that is the voters that turn up on that election day in the polling unit, if it exceeds the number of the voter that is accredited, you understand, and that means the election, there's every possibility that voting has been at play, and that in that instance, the presiding officer or the PO, we usually cancel the election. Cancel the election results, you understand. They won't declare it until another election has been conducted and put in place, you understand? So that is the law, that's the stance of the law regarding overvoting at that instance. So now, when we consider this Adamawa State case, you understand, we understand that this overvoting was actually perpetrated not only by APC, actually. PDP also perpetrated it, you understand? So it was the two parties that engaged in such act from the logical analysis of the downplay. So, however, I want us to understand that the governorship of the incumbent governor, which is PDP, Mr. Amadu Finteri, you understand, is the incumbent governor, and is the leading aspirant, you understand, in PDP, you understand. It was leading by a margin, actually, which is about, I think, 31,000 votes, you understand, about 8,000 votes, you understand. And the contesting aspirant, which is for APC, is this female aspirant who has gained popularity over let me say,
That
in
was
the course of
first
the election.
declared as the winner.
Yes, yes, yes. And actually, this could have helped her to make a history. Actually,
Exactly.
not until when the election is over cancelled. So it was closely contested, and PDP led at least with over 31,000 votes. You understand, but the gap is just the margin is just very, very minimal. It's very, very minimal. Yes, and that takes us to another issue. That is, there's a policy about a particular local government, which is Fofure local government.
Okay.
This Fofure local government actually from it has 69 polling units.
Yeah.
You understand? And this 69 polling unit, the estimate of the voters that registered there is sort of at least going to about let's say 40,000 voters that were registered in that vote.
Yeah.
And that's why this local government is very, very significant, you understand, to the two parties. The two parties, APCs and PDP. Yes, so now PDP is already leading
with
APC with over 30,000 votes. You understand? Outside, you understand, the consideration of this popular local government, you understand. Now, there's a gameplay now, and this, let me say, a banter of war between PDP and APC that APC is trying to manipulate the election result of this particular local government in their own favor, so that if the figures, you understand, is added to APC, then APC will be able to
winning.
We have the propensity to lead PDP. And so in this wise now, then it begins to lead to some situations, like tension begins to mount up around the local government, and basically PDP, they were at high stakes, in this position, so the INEC officials, they were, let me say, they were under duress because they could not really control the situation again.
Exactly.
So that was the major issue that transpired to cancelling the results actually for Adamawa. But be it as it may, you understand, PDP already had the upper hand and was leading. So that was the major reason why the election was cancelled. And I also want to reiterate that although PDP, was already leading, with such a huge margin, but still, you understand, I feel that if the election situation had not been manipulated by either of the party, because there was even an issue that one of the election results was stolen by a political thug, or let me say probably a hoodlum, you understand? Okay. Although it had been documented, so some of all these circumstances that culminated into this.
Yeah. So I believe the incumbent governor, that is the Amadou Finitri. Yeah. In the previous election, he actually won 13 out of the 21 local governments.
Yes.
So I would think, even if the supplementary, I don't want to be quick to conclusion.
Yeah.
But I think if this supplementary election is coming to an end and the result is later declared, for an incumbent governor to won over 13 out of 21 local governments in the state.
Yes.
And only the remaining maybe one or few local governments that the supplementary election will be coming up from them.
Yes.
You won't really have much stress. But politicians really take their vote serious. Even if it's one vote, they will make sure it's for them. So, all this tension, just as you said, all this tension tends to come up even in both governor for Amadou Finitri and Aishatu Binani, Binani Dairu, so of the APC. So both parties would actually be on high ground, to get this vote. And on the good side, I think it will be a very for Aishatu, because she would see it as a very good to take up what she couldn't take up before.
Yes.
Exactly. She was actually declared like a winner. So we just noticed, or we just hear, okay, concluded as so. For a supplementary election to come up, it's just like a second chance
second chance for her.
For
Yes.
her. So,
Yes.
but on the bad side for Finitiri, it will be like, oh, I already won. Why are you doing this again? You understand? It has a good side for one party. It has a bad side for
Bad side for
another
one
party.
party.
So I believe both parties would do their best to make sure they grab the opportunity.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I get.
So
Yes, well, actually, this Fafure local government. Let me say, uh, uh, the figures there were from, let me say, from what I heard. You understand? News earlier that it favored Aisha Binani to the
from that
APC.
particular
Yes,
party,
so
right?
that was what led her to being declared. You understand? As
the winner.
As the winner, from what I
So
heard.
this particular local government
Yeah,
would really decide
yeah,
the
yeah,
winner
it's the deciding
for,
factor now.
and
Yes.
for someone to already win in that local government before, for Aisha to have won in that local government before,
Yes.
and now you coming up and saying you have to reconduct that election, I will believe Aisha should be scared, because you understand. Do you get what I'm trying
I
to
get
say?
the point. I get the point.
She should be scared,
Yeah, she has to buckle up this time around. Yes.
Things the other party might have done some underground stuffs to get those votes she got before.
Yes.
They might have done some things that they will get them to them. They will get those voters to them. This vote buying and this voting, they are just manipulation of these party agents, this political party. So for someone to have already won in a particular local government, and now you are telling me I have to reconduct election in a local government I've won before.
Yes.
Actually, I was thinking she's on a good side before.
Yeah.
But right now, for her to have won in that particular government before,
yes,
and you reconduct election in that local government is something that she needs to really work hard on. And for her to regain, let me call it a championship. For her to regain a championship in that,
mandate back,
in that particular local government, what she did before for them to vote for her, she has to reconfirm their belief in her.
Yes, well, what I feel is that Aisha Binani has actually gained popularity over the year, and I think she probably tends to be the people's choice. Forget the fact that maybe she led in 8 local governments, out of 21 local governments in Adamawa, you understand? Yeah. But the fact is that she has gained popularity, you understand, over the years. And more so, this action of overvoting, you understand, it was, let me say, it was duly engaged in by the two parties, actually. So it was duly, so one party is playing his own part in it, the other party is also playing his own part in it. So that's the fact, you understand. But however, now, the point of issue is that local government, which is for that Fofure local government, you understand, because it happens to be a strategic, let me say, the population, the population in that particular local government has a major play, you understand?
Exactly.
In the election result figure, you understand? And so that is why there is so much controversies around that local government. I even remember also, even the party agent in that particular local government also, you understand, they were also instrumental into this, because I remember the INEC officials, then they were under duress. They were afraid to even declare the result because of the tension, heightened tension that has come over the end course.
Okay. Before we go on break, just as you said, the party agents are really, I believe, they are the tool the political parties are using to run their manipulative act, operation.
Yes.
Because they are the ones in the polling unit, they are the ones seeing everything. They are the ones knowing, okay, these ad hoc, these INEC officials, let us run something for them, let us get over them. So I believe the party agents and the INEC officials are really, I won't call them problems. I don't know if I should call them problems. But I'll call them like the source of the cancellation of election. Because if you route everything back and try to see everything from the source, you will see that it's either you see a party agent trying to run something for its political party, or you see an INEC official trying to get something to please
one agent
or
over
the
another.
other,
Yes,
over
yes,
another.
that's
So
the
this
norms.
thing,
Yes,
you have to be equal. You have to put every political party agent on an equal scale. You don't have to fall victim for falling in love with one particular party. Even if you have a party as an INEC official, once you are working as ad hoc staff for INEC on that particular election day, you have to forget, okay, I love a particular party or I don't like a particular party. So I think this love, or what INEC officials think they would get if they succumb to what party agents are telling them, might be seen as the real source of this overvoting, this vote buying, and the likes. So I think on this note, we would like to go on a break.
a short break. Yes.
Before we come back, don't go yet. Stay with us.
Over the years, employability has moved from what you studied to what you can do. Knowledge that cannot be applied is useless in today's world. That is why at Summit University Offa, Sun Offa, owned by Ansaruddin Society of Nigeria, our goal is not to produce only employable graduates, but to graduate entrepreneurs and job creators who shine in their world like the products of Sun Offa that they are. Enroll today by visiting www.summituniversity.edu.ng. Inter-university transfer is also available for undergraduates willing to complete their studies at Summit University Offa. Sun Offa. We shine like the sun.
With Organization Portal, you can create an online presence for your business and manage it on the go, be it political, non-governmental, civic organization, business owner, social institutions, and so on. There's room for everyone. You can do more with Organization Portal, from adding team members to creating campaigns, posts, debates, and much more. Get started by downloading Veegil app or visit veegil.com. Veegil, increasing your socio-political influence.
All right, I know you might be kind of confused and you are thinking, how real and how truthful is our results on Veegil platform? Okay, calm down, let me explain to you. The fact index works in a way we collect results from a lot of people in a certain polling unit, and then we give you an average sum of that particular result. The fact index will be measured by the location access we have to the people that are posting that particular update. If you have your location turned on, we would have a higher fact index of that particular post, because we confirm that you are currently in that polling unit you are giving update for. So we collect this result from these people posting updates in that particular polling unit, and it will give you a collated result on the Veegil platform.
Which incident you thought of?
Yeah, welcome back again after the shorter break. So again, we would like to review Kebbi State election in the past, and the circumstance that also led to the cancellation of the first election, which is still the same as overvoting. Out of 60% of the local government in Kebbi State, it was discovered that there is this overvoting. Most of the election voters, they were more than the accredited voters, and that was what led to the cancellation of the result. Although the the present Idris Nasser Idris, Dr. Nasser Idris, who is the incumbent governor for PDP, there's high tendency was leading. Actually, you understand, about the APC this time around. I mean, the APC this time around, it was definitely against them, and so they had to cancel some of the results. And and that and also the tension at which the high tension that emerged in most of the local government also was one of the reasons why the election was cancelled in Kebbi State. Although there was wide reactions to it, but still, the INEC had to take the directive and make sure that the election is run
Yeah,
for today.
just like in Adamawa, the main reason for cancellation is when the number of cancelled votes is higher than the number of the margin victory between one political party to the
And the
other.
other, yes.
The ruling party, the APC, Dr. Nasser Idris,
Yes.
he actually won the election with the total votes were 388,358, while PDP lost the election with the election vote of 342,980.
Yes.
So if you calculate the number of cancelled votes, it's higher than the margin victory.
Yes.
So no one knows. Maybe out of those cancelled votes, the most people that were cancelled were actually for PDP. So those kind of things has to be considered. Just like in Adama, this is just a replica of the same thing that
what happened.
So
in
something
Adamawa?
that I'm really worried about something.
Okay.
We noticed the same thing in Adamawa. We noticed the same thing in Kebbi.
Kebbi State.
So I believe there are more chances these things will be rampant in other states.
Yes,
it just happens to be these two states were the victim of it this time around. So one main reason, just as we've said before, one main reason for cancellation of votes are overvoting, or when you have suspected vote buying, be fraud or trying to steal ballot box, stuff like that. So cancellation varies in many ways, and one thing should be considered in other elections to come, so that we won't be having supplementary election every time we conduct election.
Every time. Well, actually, I would say let me say the height at which the overvoting was perpetrated between these two states, Kebbi and Adamawa State, is excessively high.
Sorry.
Yes, unlike other states, which was, let me say, relatively minimal. But here, these two states is height of it is just too alarming and obvious. So that's why they just have to rerun the election. Although INEC actually promised us that today's election, nothing of such will happen, that this election will be conducted in a free and fair environment, and that it will be credible enough. INEC gave us the award last week, and so we definitely held them to it. And from our field report, incident report gathering today, we were able to discover that the election result, today's election in Adamawa precisely started well on a peaceful note, relatively. It was very cool, just like the normal election process.
And I think there will be enough resources in the sense of security.
Yes.
Because currently we don't really have many elections going on. So I believe there will be more release of security officers to these two states.
Yes. They have to deploy.
There will be more deployment of security.
Yes. So for the security part here, this election is actively monitored. You understand? And so there's every likeliness that you understand.
Should be able to gain credibility, of course, because they are running two elections right now.
Yes.
So for them to have any issue again in any of these two elections means they rank internally weak, because you have enough to monitor and supervise what is going on in these two states. So if we should hear anything else, unless to meet their ends, they really need it. Even if it's any amount and you give to them, they believe why am my vote and get some money. So these are some bad sides of these are some causes of vote selling.
Vote selling
So we
and
shouldn't really emphasize on vote buying.
well, I will also say
Yeah.
it boils down, let me say, to field leadership, you understand? Because let me say over the years, you understand?
Yeah.
These are the effects of field leadership because in
Exactly.
a situation whereby if the citizens they are satisfied, you understand? For you to be
Mhm.
satisfied financially also means you are satisfied what mentally, you understand?
Exactly, yeah.
And that for you to be satisfied mentally means you are educated, you at least you
Exactly.
know your right and that.
Very well.
So, and so you won't be in there. Nothing will make you deviate from what selling your vote for whatever. You understand? So these are the result of field leadership in the sense that first, see the economic downturn. It's obvious everywhere. People are hungry. Two, even the educational system also is not working, and people are not even enlightened. Forget whatever maybe awareness they might have made to sensitize people on the importance of what not selling their vote, but still, there are still some places that this awareness has not even reached them. Neither have they even benefited from
that's
it.
why I said
So it
they
is
have
not
to,
here.
yeah.
It is not an institution like this. All these people, you understand, they may not even know that whether it is bad or good for selling their vote. They don't know, you understand, because they don't have
know.
the orientation.
Exactly.
So that's the point, you understand. That's why I say it still boils down to failed leadership. Okay, now see the two parties now, APC, PDP, are both engaging, you understand, trying to bribe
Some things
voters.
yeah,
So you should see that in fact, I don't know, you understand.
something I think people should think of when it comes to election time is they should always think, where are these politicians before this time?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You see politicians helping you, you see them coming to your aid, you see them doing things you wished for, things you want to do, and they try and they come to you like a clean soul.
Yes.
Don't you Some people don't reason, where have you been for past 4 years? Where have you been for the past 2 years? And now you are coming to me, okay, I'm doing this, I'm giving you money, I'm giving you. So I think we shouldn't be so I don't want to use some words, but I think we should really consider um this moment politicians come to you, assuming they've been there for you throughout the 4 years.
Yes.
Another party can come to you that, okay, come and take this,
Of
take that.
course. No.
So these people won't come to you for 4 years, but when they need you, they will come over to you and, okay, take this few amount of money, take this few amount of money. So people should think and reason well that you were away
Almost
for
4 years.
years,
Yes.
and you are coming to me with 3,000 naira, 5,000 naira to sell my votes. So you should see that they only come when you are needed. They really help you when they need you.
Yes.
So people should think of that
Well,
as part of reason not to sell their vote
yes.
and stand on their pride.
You are right. You are
Because
right.
voting is your right, and it's you have your power over your.
Let me say, coming to the urban center. Let me use maybe for maybe Lagos or let me say Ogun State, for instance. Now,
Okay.
you know, this vote buying is not. Let me say is unlike there, because if you look at the population, let me if you look at the people, the amount of Kebbi, they are mostly rural. I know when you look at rural, they are always in need of some
In need
basic
of something.
amenities and so. So, and a governor that you did not see or a leader that has not, coming out towards maybe election day, you understand, bringing out so many things to entice you, understand.
Yeah.
There's every likelihood that these people will fall victim. You understand? That's why you understand, because logically, that's just it. So that's it. This kind of, for instance, now let's use Lagos for instance, Abuja for instance. These places they are largely urban area, and so it is the chances is usually very slim, to get people buying vote or sell their vote in one way or the other. So that's it. I would like us to look again into the issue of another issue of irregularities in this today's election is let me say I heard that some of the security officials, although they had massive security on ground, but some of them like they were ignoring this issue of vote buying, because I know I reasonably believe that since we have enough security forces on ground, at least they should still be able to curb the activities of this party agent, trying to induce people to sell their vote. So I want to believe that I wouldn't want to say that, okay, maybe this is the issue of complacence on the part of this security force that is supporting the party agent, because this candidate, they are definitely there, and they should know that this is not right. But why would they ignore such an issue and just So that's one thing I would want to say again. So far so good. We've not heard any issue of violence, any serious issue of violence so far, because I think the election is still in progress now, or probably they'll be wrapping up with counting. But I hope maybe later, further in the day, maybe may have reasons to also hear of some update on the incidents reporting the conduct of the election process anyway. So I think that's just what I have seen so far. So, but basically now, there's peace and tranquility in the conduct of the election process. That has not been an issue. But where an issue or an oversight has been is this vote buying and the inability of INEC, to curb it or mitigate this. So that's just the point here that is what raising concern on. So that's it.
All right. So I believe we've really talked about both states that are currently having their supplementary election. So I would implore our viewers to follow our channels, subscribe to our channels, and on that notification bell to always stay updated for new sessions. We have political session, debate sessions, election session, any session that involves political activities. So during the day or after the day, when the election comes to an end,
Yes,
you can check for election updates. The election update count in these two states in our platform, VGL platform, VEEGIL. So VGL is on the Apple Play Store, the Apple App Store, and the Google Play Store.
Play Store.
So
Just go there and download
Exactly.
our app and make reference to election incidents report.
Yeah. The incidents reports that were reported in the previous elections, and if any will be reported in these two states that are going on, you would also see them in our platform. So sign up, register, and sign up and log into your dashboard so you won't miss out on important political updates. You can also have the opportunity to socialize with political like minds, where you get to discover organizations, you get to discover people, and discover a lot of active stuff, civic
organizations and others.
civic engagement in our platform.
Yes, and also I would like to make reference to our interactive map. Our interactive map features the election results and for different different parties, and for the state, the presidential and local government. So you can just make reference to our interactive map. It's on our web and our app. You can utilize it, and at least it will educate you more on the election update as well. So thank you very much for having us.
With Organization Portal, you can create an online presence for your business and manage it on the go. Be it political, non-governmental, civic organization, business owner, social institutions, and so on. There's room for everyone. You can do more with Organization Portal, from adding team members to creating campaigns, posts, debates, and much more. Get started by downloading Veegil app or visit veegil.com. Veegil, increasing your socio-political influence.